from the 1970s onwards. If you think about it, the golden age of American capitalism was like here, of course, too, the 50s and the 60s. But from the perspective of the United States was a surplus country. It exited the war as the only surplus nation, the only creditor nation. And it built a worldwide, at least within the West, financial system, remember Bretton Woods, which was essentially a recycling mechanism, a mechanism that recycled American surpluses. So the great worry that New Dealers in power in 1944, 1945 had was, okay, when the war is over and the factories that were producing very efficiently at neck-breaking speed, lots of armaments and aircraft carriers and bombs and so on, even if we convert them, they thought, to producing refrigerators and cars and consumer goods, there won't be enough demand in America for this huge quantity of output that American very efficient factories due to the war economy could produce. So what they did was they dollarized Europe. They sent dollars to Europe through the Marshall Aid Plan, through loans and so on, and Japan. But as long as they had the surplus, with every car or Westinghouse fridge or Boeing jet that they sold to Europe and to Japan, a wad of dollars will go back, it would be repatriated. By the end of the 60s, that was done, it was finished, and it was just a deficit country. We had a reverse or inverse version of the recycling mechanism. The American trade deficit became a huge vacuum cleaner, which was sucking into the territory of the United States the net exports of Germany, of France, of Japan, and later of China. And how were the Americans paying for it? With IOUs called dollars. They were printing dollars and they were paying them. And how did that not affect the value of the dollar? Why did this not bring about a financial crisis? These dollars from selling to the Americans using, exploiting their trade deficit. You get these dollars, what do you do with them? So what they did was, the central banks sent the money to New York, where it was invested in American debt. So look at this amazing recycling mechanism. At that point, America becomes more expensive, asset price inflation, and then American industrialists say, well, why don't we ship our manufacturing over to places where we can produce more cheaply and become totally rentiers? You have the deindustrialization of the heartlands of the United States. And who's presiding over this? The Democrats and the establishment of the Republicans.